What's poppin', Earthlings, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamar, if you don't know already. In today's video will be how to make straight A's, because I have done it before on multiple occasions, and I just finished my high school senior year with a 4.0, which I am very proud of myself about. And I know, if you know me, it's been a long time. It's been very hard. It has been very hard and very stressful to get this 4.0, but I have gotten it before, but like my GPA was always like a 3.9 or something like that. But I have had all A's before, so like just keep doing this so you can get your 4.0. Just listen, okay? I know what to do, okay? I know what to do. Okay. I know what to do. Anyways, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you have any questions or anything like that. And then yeah, that's about it. Let's get on with the video. So number one is to buy you a planner. Personally, this year for my first semester of high school, I really buckled down and used a planner. Normally I would buy a planner and I just really wouldn't use it. I would only use certain aspects of it, but this year it actually works because especially when you're a female, you can keep track of your cycle, and then on top of that you can also keep track. I know that has like nothing to do with that, but like a lot of doctors, you go to a doctor, they always ask you when did you start, and a lot of times females forget. I know because I forget all the time, but yeah, so you can keep up, especially like if you work or if you have any extracurricular activities, then you can also use that as something just to put all when your games or when your practices are, or if you have like some, especially for like junior year and senior year when you take the ACT or when you hang out with your friends, just everything, so you can keep everything all organized and just be an organized person. And I'm really trying to be an organized person, and it's kind of working. It's getting there. It could be way better, but like I'm trying, okay? I'm really trying. Number two is to build an effective study schedule. Normally, like just build a schedule that works for you. Like I said, with the planner, you can build an effective study schedule, so then you know everything can work out. So you know then you can, you know, these are the days that you study and these are the days that you buckle down. So if anybody asks you something, just be like, no, I really need to study. I have this test coming up and it's really huge for me. And it's, for me, if you know me, one of my hardest classes was honors pre-calc, and there were so many times I literally had to tell people I literally couldn't go to practice some days, or I will skip practice or literally miss the beginning of a match or anything just because I had to go to get tutored because of it. Because if I don't pass this class, I was literally gonna be upset, guys. It's a lot. But number three, study and take breaks. Taking breaks is really good because you can't study hours on end without taking a break. I always take like a nice 15-minute break. And then when you go back from taking your 15 minutes break and calming down, because a lot of times when you study, you get very much headaches. And I always get headaches when I study, and it makes me just want to stop. And especially like when I get frustrated, makes me want to just stop and go to sleep. Eat some food, go to sleep, go do all that wonderful things and go to sleep. So, yeah. Number four, start assignments immediately. I try to start assignments as immediately as I can, but I also like try to keep up with my, I always try to like keep up with my sports, so I would try to do that and then go based off that schedule. But sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, and it was just sometimes the luck of the draw, to be honest. One time it didn't really work. I had to stop doing that because one time I had failed a test, and in honors pre-calc, I ended up failing a test, and so it didn't really, I had to rearrange restart from the beginning on how I was going to redo everything. And I eventually ended up passing the class with like an 87, which is an A in the GPA because it's a weighted class, because it is a college course class. And I just had to change my whole entire perspective and everything on it, which was, I had to start my assignments more immediately. I mean, other assignments I would still slack on because I knew the class and I knew how it rolled. And that's the thing, if you know how the class is going especially as a senior, and you already know like this teacher isn't as strict on deadlines and everything like that. Even though I don't like turning everything in late, it's just that like if I do it last minute, it really wouldn't matter, because I've done a lot of stuff last minute and the teachers still like just throw out hundreds, and I'm like, I don't even know half those answers were right. Number 5, follow instructions to the T. Like, a lot of times, especially your English teachers, depending if you have a very hard or lenient teacher, especially when going into just taking like an AP class, especially like AP Lang or AP Composition, you really have to like pay attention to the T. If they say 500 words, they mean 500 words, especially when applying to colleges, because one of the colleges that I've applied to, I literally had a whole bunch. It was over it was over 600 words. And sometimes you would think that they'd be lenient to just, just a couple words, like 607, 610. When they said 600, they meant 600. So I literally had to go in and take out so much good detail that I had put in, and it took me a long time, and it took me 2 months not 2 months, just like a month and a half to fully perfect that college essay, because I really wanted to get into that school. And if you know, you know. Anyways, take out directions. Number 6, take out distractions. I'm the type of person to get very distracted easily. Like, when I say get distracted very easily, like if something grabs my attention, I will literally gravitate towards it. I wouldn't say gravitate, I would just like look immediately, no matter where I'm at in the context of it. Like, I've lived here all the time, and if I see bright lights out my window, no matter the color, even, I still am going to look outside. Like, normally most people, I'm just the type of person to, my attention span is very short. Like, when I say it's very short, it's very short. So people have to like have my attention. If you don't have my attention, I'm very quick to not just get on my phone, but I'm very quick to literally do something else. Like, number 7, study smarter, not harder. You can take that how it is, to be honest. Just because you're studying really hard doesn't mean it works for you. Some people can choose no cards, which is a smarter way to do it, especially if that works for you, especially when it comes to vocabulary. Or some people just go straight on a notebook and just read straight down. But you also have to think, is it going to be effective to you? Which is also one of the things one of the tips that you have to study. This is 2 tips going into 1. So 7 and 8. Study for understanding versus for memorization, because at the end of the day, you still have to memorize it. I mean, not memorize it. You still have to understand fully what it is. If you don't fully understand what it is, then you can't really be like, just because you memorize it doesn't mean you understand it. Because you need to be able to tell the person what it means, if that makes sense. Do your homework. Homework counts up in the end. Them points does rack up, especially if your teacher is very strict on homework. Them points do rack up. My teacher in my honors breakout class, we always had a day, Mondays and Tuesdays, you would turn in your homework, but if it's Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, you would get an opportunity by picking a card, tossing up a nickel, and rolling a dice. So it was kind of thrown up in the air. But do your homework. Make sure that you know what you're doing in the class in general, so then you don't be lost for real when the test does pop up, or a pop quiz or something. Don't study alone. Like, you don't always want to study alone. It is also nice to study with other people, because they might have information that you might need, but you don't have. And then they might have you might have information that they need, but they don't have. You can swap. Yeah. But nice. Lastly, but not least, keep yourself motivated to actually want to do this. You know what the end goal is. Push hard to get to what you want to do and what you want to be in your life, especially if right now high school is where you need to pass in order to get to the next step, or whatever the next step is. Pass high school first. One step at a time, baby. One step at a time, because you got to keep yourself motivated. Like, you got this. Don't let nobody tell you any other different. Forget what everybody else got to do, okay? They out here failing, but you passing. You want to know why? Because you a scholar, baby. You a scholar. But, yes, that is the end of my, hopefully it's 15, of my 15 tips on how to get straight A's. Take which one you ever want to whichever one applies to you. And hopefully you do get straight A's by the end of the semester, whether it's first semester or second semester. Whenever you watch this video, just remember that you got this. Don't let nobody tell you different, that you doing this for you, or you doing it for somebody in your family, or just for somebody in general. And yeah, I will see you lovely people in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Bye.